Praise for that song, You All I Need.
Amen.
I thank God for that song. As I travel a lot. As I travel, riding the bus and up and down the highways and in the stores. And since I retired, keeping busy in the stores or wherever I'm going. And that song came to me. You're all I need. And many times we go through many trials and tribulation that we try to fix ourselves. But we can't fix it. And as the things that's wrong in your life, it cross your mind. That the things that's wrong in your life, but you can't fix it. But one thing I know, that God, how many know that God can fix it?
Amen.
Because God is all we need.
Amen.
Everybody got some type of problem or something that you need help. Everybody needs something. Everybody needs help.
Amen.
And God is all we need. When we go into the scripture tonight, we go into Deuteronomy, the 11th chapter, the 8th to the 32nd verse, and which is talking about God I need. How many experience that? Many times in your trials and tribulation, you wake up in the morning, you need a paycheck. You go to your job because you need a paycheck. You trying to be on time because you need a paycheck. You trying to be to your job because your bills need to be paid. So one thing about it, God showed me, God made me out of line. I worked all my life taking care of my family and everything. When I went to Florida, God did not want me to work. And he showed, even before I retired, God showed me. I couldn't find a job. All day long I was taking the kids. They had jobs at McDonald's and all these places. I found them a job. But God did not want me to work. He wanted to show me that God was all that I need. And one thing about it, and I took the little money. Sometimes God will give you money. You got to take that money and spend it what? Wisely. Don't spend crazy going to Walmart and I got kids and the kids need this all that. Sometimes they don't really need that. You got to take that money and put it where you need to put it. Pay the bills that need to be paid. And God will stretch and multiply. When you got kids, like those kids there, they are angels. They may not act like angels all the time. But they are angels that God have sent. And God gonna feed them. How many believe that?
Amen.
God, even the dad may not feed them. So you got some deadbeat dads sometimes. How many know what a deadbeat dad? They bring them into the world. They don't give them finance in another marriage. And they're not paying child support. And one thing about it, and God will give you, God appoints your dad. I don't know why I'm on dads lately. I was on Sunday about dads, and one dad walked in the door. God appoints your father. How many I'm talking about? Amen. Everybody that have helped you to come in the world, maybe your father by name or by blood. But sometimes a man could come along and take you and raise. How many experience that? Take you and raise you and do for you as your own father or better than your own father.
Amen.
That's the father that God appointed for you. But I want you to know tonight, God is all. Everybody depend upon their father because the father is supposed to take care of things. But I'm talking about a father, my father in heaven. Amen. My father in heaven, he's all that I need. That's why I'm talking about a father tonight. I thank you, Father, for being the father that I need. That all I need, not some things, but everything that I need. Okay, read the next verse.
Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 1.
I'll read 1 again. You finish it? If you didn't. Okay, go ahead and read it then.
Therefore thou shalt love the Lord thy God and keep his charge.
See, you got to love the Lord and his charge. I mean, keep his orders. Whatever God tell you to do, do it. Don't listen to man because God tell you something, man tell you don't do it. Okay, read on.
Still on verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And his statutes, and his judgments, and his commandments.
Whatever he say, God means exactly what he say. His judgment, his orders, whatever. Okay.
Verse 2.
Uh-huh.
And know ye this day, for I speak not with your children, which have not known.
Uh-huh.
And which have not seen the chastisement of the Lord your God.
But see, his chastisement go along with God. Correction. Somebody trying to correct you. I could just look at some of you. Y'all complain about other people. But you your own worst nightmare. I would say, you complain about other people doing this to you and they doing it. You complain and you fuss about this and you act out about stuff. You got to take things with a stride and move on. How about I'm talking about? Keep your mouth shut. Your emotions getting mad and all that. That's a drama. How do you know what drama is? Drama on a job is the worstest thing that you drama. Getting mad and this one did this and this. I ain't got time to do what you do. Either you do it, God gonna show you. If you don't do it right, God gonna show you up. I ain't got time to judge nobody. I got time to do what I need to do and take care of myself. If I keep my mouth closed, God will do what he need to do. God can't do what he need to do because you is in the way. Get out of God's way. Get out so God can move in your life. You are trying to move it, but you can't move it. God, I am following you. I am led by you. I got to do what you say. You are all I need. I don't care what that man or woman say. You are all that I need. Help me, oh flesh, get out of the way. Oh, flesh is always whining. How many know what a whiner is? Always complaining, grumping, just like a woman on menopause. How many been around a woman? Your mother probably be a woman on menopause. They hot all the time. I said the fan, and they just fan and it's hot all the time. And the things come out of their mouth and the way they cuss you out. How many you been cussed out by your mother before? Huh? On menopause. How many I'm talking about acting crazy, throw your dad out the house. Get out of here. You going with your dad, you get on out of here, that menopause. So how many I'm talking about? And some men just as worse as a woman with menopause. Complaining. They talking about women. Some men just oh so and so and they ain't treating me right. Little boy babies are the biggest whiners. Crying and sniffing. And how many admit what I'm talking about tonight? A woman supposed to be the weakest vessel, supposed to be. But I'm telling you, them little boys are whining and going. They will drive you crazy. How many been around little boy babies whining? This all the time. You big whiner, and you grow up to be a whiner. Complaining. Somebody else, they did that. But what do? Nothing but complain. Get complaining out of the way. God, you are all that I need. Let me shut my mouth. Let me keep silence and you use me as you see fit to use me. I work on a job, Sister Bird, they don't like you on the job. Because another thing, you do the job, I work with you. You do the job right. In other words, they say that you're bossy. That you get the label of being bossy. But you're trying to do your job right, but they call, oh, she's bossy. Am I right? Everybody is labored on the job, your personalities. How do you believe that? Boss. Ain't nothing worse than a bossy person. You're labored. But don't be labored. Just come in there and be humble. Humble yourself and do what God have you to do. Shut up. God, take advantage of me. God, take control of my mouth. Let my mouth be closed. God, you use me. Let me be a demonstration of you. Because God, you are all that I need. Sometimes some people go to work mad. They come in the morning, you speak to them in the morning. I never see that till I moved to Philadelphia. I was raised in Georgia, little country town. I was born in Augusta, but 5 days was a little country town. Everybody speaking about how you doing. And I went to Philadelphia. I said, hey, how you doing? They look at me, and people look at me like I'm stupid. I said, God, what kind of world am I in here? And I said, good morning. One man said, what's so good about it? I said, my God, what kind of demon world am I in? And you know, and I lived there for 8 years, and I began to live. When I come to Texas, I was just as cold as they was. I wouldn't speak to nobody, walk by people, and just like, because I live in Philadelphia so long. And I wouldn't talk about prejudice and taking stuff from people, like prejudiced people. I wouldn't take nothing from nobody when I come from Philadelphia, because you don't do that up there. Up there, it's equal rights. Every man go for himself. If a black man, a white man get to fight in the street, they people that's fighting in the street. But here, it's a big old racial thing. How about I'm talking about? God don't see no color. God don't care about that. God care about your inside. But I think, how many know that? Say, God, you are all that I need. In Jesus' name. Okay, read on.
Still on verse 2.
We still in Deuteronomy 11 chapter, verse 2.
And which have not seen the chastisement of the Lord.
See, chastisement, people don't want to be told what to do. Do you mind being somebody tell you what to do on the job? I know you don't take abusement on the job. You don't take abusement. You be gone.
Yeah.
I'm talking about somebody abuse.
Since I started.
Huh?
I've changed since I started.
You got better. You taking stuff now. So life, how know what? Life will make you better. When you got kids, and I learned a long time ago, I was a dad at 18 years old. I had a son. Then these two daughters just popped up 10 months behind each other. So yeah, I got two daughters. They're the same age for 2 months. She know that. The son 45. The daughters are 43 now. But from June to August, they both be 43 until the other turn old age. That's how they are. So I had 3 kids like overnight. So I had to work. And I went to job that treated me like dirt. Sister Bird was a part of it. Treated us like dirt, overlooked us, name scandal, whatever you call, but I took it. I took it and prayed my way on through. And at Methodist was a nightmare. That was a job from hell. Methodist Hospital, don't let that fool you. It's one of the best, the number 9 in the nation, they say. And the best employees, oh yeah. But I went through hell there. But I made those 8 years. And after those 8 years, it equipped me for life. For even more than Philadelphia, it equipped me for life. When I went to Florida and I come back, that's when God elevated me. Any job I went to, I made good money. Because I had the experience behind me. And I went to tier number 4 in the nation. I went there, they said I wouldn't get that job, but I worked there. I retired from there for 23 years, number 4 in the nation. I stayed there through hell, through all the hell and through thick and thin. But God was all that I needed. God helped me to go through. And the day I left there, I said I was going out with a swing. How many said, what you talking about you going out with a swing? I went out with a swing. I was round there. I said, I'm going to retire. I'm 60. I was retired at 63. I'm 64 now. I said, I'm retired at 70. That's what I said. But God, I worked around, I saw those young people, the demonic spirits around them young people. God said, you get out of here. If you don't get out of here, you're going to lose everything that you have. And you should have seen me on that computer. Getting my time together, I was going on vacation anyway. Trying to find about retirement, getting out of there, because I have the age. You get out of this, find about this. And I told the supervisor, I won't be able to work but a week when I come back from vacation. And next month, October the 23rd, will be 1 year. And I thank God for what God have done for me by being obedient to the Spirit of God, because God is all I need. He proved that to me. Because when you raising kids, you need to work 3 jobs. Graduation, proms, graduation, food, activities, entertainment, clothing, food. How many are saying? How many is a mother and father in here? How many is a mother and father in here? So it takes money to take care of kids. How many? It's a job raising kids. But I thank God I raised 6. Raised it. They're all grown. And some of my grands raised some of my grands, the twins and King James. 3 of them raised 3 of my, and they all grown. The twins are 18. I got one little grandson, 9. He's 11. He said, what is he, 9? He's 9. Yeah, he's 9. He's 9. He's so grown, he seems like he's older. But that one little one and the 2 great grands, which is in Florida, so I don't see them as much. I'm going to take a visit to see them sometime. But I give God the praise what God have done for me, because God was all I need. How about I'm saying? But one thing about God's blessing, that's the subject tonight. I keep talking about God. See, I got a parallel something about God is all I need. And God's blessing. Parallel mean 2 in 1. God's blessing and God is all that I need. Sometimes God just give me 2 sermons. I don't know which one I want to preach. It's just like parallels. Yeah. God's blessing and you are God's all I need. How many know that God is all I need? Amen. I don't need nothing else. Okay, read on.
Still on verse 2. His greatness, his mighty hand, and his stretched out arm. Verse 3. And his miracles, and his acts.
See, God worked miracles. God don't talk it. God is action. See, man talk things. People tell you they'll do anything, but God do it. He's a God of what? Action. Say, God, we thank you, for your word. Okay, read on.
Still on verse 3. Which he did in the midst of Egypt unto Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and unto all his land. Verse 4. and what he did unto the army of Egypt, unto their horses and their chariots, how he made the water of the Red Sea to overflow them as they pursued after you.
And I want you to come on down and say God's blessing, Deuteronomy, about God's blessing now. Deuteronomy 11, chapter the 8th to the 32nd. Start on the 8th.
All right. Verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Therefore shall ye keep all the commandments which I command you this day,
Uh-huh.
that ye may be strong and go in and possess the land.
Go in and claim what God promised you. Didn't God promise you blessings? So go and claim what's yours. Claim it. I mean, go and claim it, and don't let down. Wait on it. Sometimes it may not come in, but claim it. Okay?
Still on verse 8.
Uh-huh.
Whither ye go to possess it. Verse 9.
It's still yours, whether you possess it or not. It's still yours. How many? The world is out there, but it belongs to God. You can have. How many know you can have anything you want in the name of the Lord? How many want the best? How want the very best? You satisfied where you are, or you not? God wants you to have better, and you can have better. Just keep coming. I thank God that Brother George invited you. Come back again, because it's some needs in your life, and this sermon about you all I need. God wants you to have better, and you can have better, and God wants you to have better, because there's some things that they're not like you want them to be, but God's gonna do it. Number way is pay your tithe. If you're working, pay your tithe first. Take it from the top, because Abraham was a wealthy man, and Abraham paid his tithe from the top. And you do that through your trials and tribulation, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make something of yourself. You could be supervisor if you wanted to. You know that? Are you already a supervisor? You can be. Stay away from those messy girls. You know about messy girls? Girl mess. Stay away from there. Separate yourself, because it's something about you that God wants, that you're different. You're different from the rest of them. Am I right? They talk old nonsense. They don't know what they want to do with their life, but you know exactly what you want to do with your life.
Amen.
And you can make it. You're young, and you can make it. You can make supervisor. Or you're going to be elevated some kind of way. You're going to come back here and tell me how you're going to be elevated, because you deserve better, because you want better. Okay? Read on.
Verse 9. And that ye may prolong your days in the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give unto them and to their seed.
And by being obedient to your parents, you're prolonging your days. How many kids know that? How many get mad with your parents? When your parents tell you to do something, you get mad, go slam doors. You do that. Don't you slam doors? I know. I'm the little one. You don't do that. You just show your attitude to your little boy. He's shaking his head. You just show your little attitude. You ain't nothing hidden about you. Just show whatever. Except to me, because you don't want me to see that no more. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, you want me to see that no more. But be good to your mom. Your dad did. You got good parents. Your parents take very good. I can look at your skin and tell how many times have I said that? How your parents bathe you. Oh my God, she just wipe you down up, and I could tell. Just like my kids was. That's a good mother, good father. Good father, your father is a good provider. Very good provider. Sometimes he go to work, he don't want to go. Am I right? That foot got better quick, didn't it? It got better quick, because you didn't want to sit around. You want to keep what moving. A good man gonna move if he can. But if you can't move, Brother JJ, you did when you did. Don't worry about it. You did when you could. But take advantage. Find you something to do. In the meantime, we hadn't talked anyway. Find you something to do. You was on my bad list, but now you're okay. Yeah, you're okay now. You know, many go on the list and come off. Because you got to listen. They talking about chastisement. How many know what chastisement is? Correction. Correction. Some kids are like me. I'm in a place now. I love my blood kids. I love my church kids. How do I say? I got blood kids. I got church kids. But they're all the same. I was telling the Brother Barry that I said, well, I don't see no different no more. You know, God took me to a level. I don't see nothing about my blood compared to church. It's to that level like August. I can't wait to see her. I got to get on her. Since she was a baby, she better come home. If she don't, it's going to be me and her. But I'm just like that, sister. You're new, but I'm like a father to them. You know, like a father. You know how your father get on you? He don't? Well, you be around me, you got another father. You got another father. Because if I see wrong gonna come out. How many believe that? Even the little ones know that. Your little boy, you know that, right? Don't you? Yeah. Be a good little boy. Be obedient to your parents. Amen. Your dad looking on the eye at you. He want to make sure that you're listening. When you leave from here, he's. I hope that he's listening. I can tell by his dad's eyes. I hope that he's listening. And my angel, I don't have to worry about you that much because you're very particular. You watch people. You don't take orders from everybody. You don't listen from everybody. That's good. Good that you do that. Continue to do that. Okay. Look at your surroundings. Make sure they're good people. When they're bad people, you stay away from them. You got gifts. I was that way. When I was little, I wouldn't hang around everybody. Because people will destroy you. How many believe? They will take your name, what? Under. They will take what you say and twist it. And they'll throw a rock and hide the hand. How many want to know? Okay, they the one did all the trouble, did all the talking. And when it come down, on my job is to say, I don't believe you telling them in front of their face. I say, what? Yeah, I want them here. I won't sit up behind their back. Yeah, I want them here where I can say so and so. How many I will tell you in front of your face? You don't want this person get out the door. Oh, so and so. Oh, they so good, and whispering. Oh, they bad. That's how old people do. That's how old people do. They go, oh, that's a bad girl. That's a bad boy. What's behind your back? You work around old people. You know how they are. And you've been around hypocrites, making like they're your friends on the job. But God, it ain't about them. God took you off that job for a reason. And then after a while, if it meant for you to go, you're going to have a 2 or 3 little, you ain't going to do too much, 2 or 3 little days. You and JJ going to get sick of each other around the house. Because y'all have a lot of time together. Life is bringing that to y'all. The kids is gone and y'all have a lot of time. You got to learn to deal with each other. And finding your hobby or something to do or something. Keep busy. You hear what I'm saying? God doing that for a reason. God wants you closer. Y'all, the years y'all talking about my girls. Your girls is out. The day you stood there 3 years ago. How many? 3 or 4 years? You stood there 4 years ago. Your girls is out. It's God and your husband now. I want you to hear that. Because I know how you are. My girls. Them girl days are over. You got a husband now. How many I'm talking about? How many realize that? The day you got married, none of your boys here tonight. How many told I said, you don't get, your mom will get, gonna get married. Marry a person in details. In car details. He wasn't doing no cars then. And I say, y'all listen to him. I say, James won't be there. But y'all let the two that they not here, they gone. They grown and gone. But I don't know, sometimes they listen and sometimes they don't. I have to get on to them sometimes. But God, about him, when his dad was living, I warned him about it. I said, your dad is sick. Your dad is dying. Was I cruel to tell him that? Was I cruel to tell him that? That be careful how you treat your dad, because when he'll be gone, you won't regret it. So now you treat your dad nice, he's gone, and you have no guilt. Because your dad was sick. I met Brother Keith 10 years ago. I said, your dad is grouchy because he's sick. He came right here in the same church. The room wasn't fixed back there on that computer. You remember the day he come back there trying to fix the computer, and then he got sick and you didn't see him no more. How about that? He got sick and you didn't see him no more. So God, to say God is good.
God is good.
And warning. Come before destruction. Say, God, you all. I need. And many people said, Tish, I first met her, I told her about her mama. She got mad with me. But are you mad with me now about your mama? Huh? Are you sure? Okay. That was the last of it. Like that man talk about my mama. How many of you got mad when you talking about your mama? Well, one thing I can say, I'm sorry. The word came out like it is. Can you see what I was saying? Was I a liar? Was I telling the truth or was I a liar?
Tell the truth.
At the time, it sounded like I was a liar, right? Did it sound like I was a liar or what?
It didn't sound like you was lying, but it's just, it's your mama.
Okay. But I put it on you like it was. Why? You want somebody to lie to you? Why do people like lies? They want to be lied to. I'm not going to lie to you, whether you like me or don't. Whether you like me or not. Say, God, I thank you, for your word. You're all I need. And God, bless it. So I thank you, for your blessing. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Now say, sometimes you need nothing to take away. I have no longer space. Yeah, I don't feel not away. Cause I'm happy I belong. If you feel like one miss on the roof, I'm happy I belong. If you feel it's just on the truth, cause I'm happy I belong. If you feel that's it to you, cause I'm happy I belong. If you feel that's what you want to do. Now my dudes talking this and that. Then all you got, no one back. Knock on you, I'm just fine. Then I'm just to you, I'm just a time. It is what? Because I'm happy I belong. If you feel like no miss on the roof, because I'm happy I belong. If you feel like this is the truth, because I'm happy I belong. If you feel happiest is you, I belong. If you feel like that's what you want to do. Let me down, come, hand me down. Don't too hard, let me down. Hey, no, hold me down. No, honey down. Hey, none, hold me down. Now too hard, hold me down. Okay, none, hold me down. Say, well, I'm happy I belong. If you feel like you want this out the roof, cause I'm happy I belong. If you feel like that's the truth, cause I'm happy I belong. If you know I'm happy is the truth, I belong. If you feel like that's what you want to do. I'm happy I belong. If you feel illness all the roof, cause I'm happy I belong. If you feel like this is the truth, cause I'm happy I belong. If you know the happiest is to you, I belong. If you feel like that's what you want to do. Hold me down, can't none hold me down. Don't too hard, hold me down. Can't none hold me down. Long time happy I belong. If you feel like no this out the roof, cause I'm happy I belong. If you feel like this is the truth, cause I'm happy I belong. If you know that this is the you, I belong. If you feel that's what you want to do. I'm happy I belong. If you feel no miss all the roof, cause I'm happy I belong. If you feel that this is the truth, cause I'm happy I belong. If you even though your winds blow,
Thank you, Lord God. Bless your
I
holy name.
want you to know you God's been all along. I'm safe in His arms, even though your rain falls. I could still make this call. Like that.
forever.
That's what I told the storm. Oh, yes, I did.
Thank you, Lord. Praise
You
the Lord.
got to go. Go away.
Hallelujah. For the
Oh, I'm gonna live to move
Thank you,
today.
Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, storm, yeah. With my
Thank you, Lord God.